That's right, the intro is Sophie eating. Sweet. Let's do this! God, you look scared when I said that.
It scared me.
So this is our first film post
Oh, I didn't know you
Cinema
started.
Employee. I have indeed started it.
Come on then.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the first one we've watched post Cinema Employee?
Oh, Deadpool 2.
That's the one. Like you forgot for a second. We just literally
Oh, I know this.
come straight home from watching it this morning.
Yeah.
First thoughts?
I liked it.
Yeah. We do non-spoilers as usual here. Jump straight into it.
So we'll just listen to you for a minute because I can't apparently help myself.
You can't help yourself. I think it, as always, depends how you approach this film.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I had fun with it because I haven't been excited for this at all. I like all the marketing for it. It's always great and it's always fun to look at. But I wasn't excited for this.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's because I don't really know the characters from this film, and I don't really.
No.
Don't know. I just didn't think there'd be anything like crazy. Like,
I
oh
know
my
there
god,
was
I
like
can't wait to see that.
a huge thing when they said that it was going to be Cable.
I was waiting for you to say a spoiler alert. I know it was a huge thing in the film when they said.
When they said that everybody dies. When they said that, yeah, he was going to be in it.
And they were casting him.
Yeah, and everybody was like, what?
Who they've cast very well. Josh Brolin's very good as Cable.
Yeah.
He suits it.
He does.
Yeah, I think because I wasn't very excited, I just wanted to go watch it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'd maybe put it on par with the first one. I want to watch the first one again.
Yeah.
Because the humour felt the same, but I didn't. I found this funny, but I didn't. I feel like I laughed more at the first one, but I think that might be because it was a few years back.
I feel like I laughed more at the first one and came out saying, like, oh my god, that bit was so funny. Oh, that bit was so funny, which I don't feel like with this film, but it was still like, I probably laughed more times in this film, but not as much.
But it's not as memorable jokes, probably because there's so many in there. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Because there's so many that they sometimes it's a bit too much. Other bits it's not. There's not a joke for a while, but there's bits where it's
too joke heavy at the start, I think.
Yeah, it is constant jokes, and some. But there wasn't. If you're worried, if you watch the trailers and you have similar humour to us, and you were worried because of the whole. Are you as dark as what does he say? You're dark. Are you sure you're not part of the DC universe?
Yeah.
Which sounds really naff in the trailer, really kind of like in your face, poopy humour.
I thought, oh, maybe they're going to make it work better in the film, and it's actually worse.
Yeah.
That was way worse.
Yeah, it was a terrible line. It's just too on It's just too on the nose. And the Star Wars joke, which I won't say was.
And yeah.
There's a Star Wars joke that's pretty like that as well.
It's even the way he says it. It's like.
Are you sure that you're not part of the
New
Zealand?
Yeah, it's like, it really milks it. Like, and I really like.
It's that kind of humour where he's looking at the screen,
really
waiting
funny.
for someone to laugh.
Yeah.
He's making a joke to make you laugh, and when you feel like they're trying to make you laugh, then yeah. I guess non-spoilers. Yeah, the casting's fucking brilliant. They all suit it. You'll like characters that you didn't know what they'd be like a lot more after watching it.
Yeah, I really like Domino, and I didn't think I was gonna be fussed on her at all.
Because you haven't heard her much in the trailers.
No.
She said about being lucky in the trailer, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all great, and there is some surprises in there. But no, I really enjoyed it. It's worth watching as long as you're not getting really hyped up, getting your hopes up massively. Because again, I think it's.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, it depends. You're really hard to please.
It's very true.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I think if you like the first one, you'll probably like this one. If you're excited for this one, I think that's fine. If you like the first one, you're excited for this one, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
No.
You would be.
It feels like. No, it's a worthy sequel.
Cynical man.
But it's a sequel, and it doesn't feel like it's. What I mean is, it doesn't feel like it's revolutionary. It's not like a game changer. It's It's a straight up sequel, and it's fun and entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's like Kingsman 2. It doesn't change. It's not a game changer, but it's a worthy sequel.
I would like to watch it. I said to you on the way home, I'd either like to watch it with subtitles or just watch it again, because there was, and I said to you, I don't normally struggle that much with it, but I really did struggle sometimes to hear what they were saying, and there were definitely jokes that missed or went over my head, because I think when it's that joke heavy, you're sort of or still laughing at the last thing, or you're still sort of thinking about what they just said, and then they made another joke.
All the audience is laughing, so...
Yeah, exactly.
We were so worried at the start when we first went into the screen.
Yeah.
Literally the film opens on a shot, I won't say what, it just opens on a shot. And, I mean, it's not even meant to be funny.
No.
And as soon as that happened, we had some, like, teenagers in front of us, and he went, ha!
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, not a fucking clapper. Literally the first shot of the film, and someone already went, huh! I was like, for God's sake. But then they calmed down. They were laughing.
It wasn't even a funny shot, really. It's just...
The sound was alright today on that screen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I could hear the film when people were laughing. There wasn't any bit was like I couldn't hear that because they were laughing.
No.
I just couldn't hear bits because if we were laughing ourselves, or just because they said it so quick.
Yeah.
And still trying to like get over the last joke.
Mm.
Should we go into spoilers?
Yes.
That was weak.
Let's try and do that like wah, 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 wah thing. That's a horrible noise on the headphones.
Is it? Sorry. I couldn't be asked to turn my phone on, so I tried to write where we need to put the timestamp in for spoilers on a crisp packet with a pen.
Again, we sound like scumbags. Like there's just crisp bags lying around.
Crisp bags. No,
we just had some mini cheddars before we started.
I love that you have to specify that they were mini cheddars.
Mini cheddars, apparently. They're not even mini cheddars. They're, hang on.
Thin Crispies.
They're crispy thins.
Crispy
actually.
Thins.
Crispy thins, toasted cheddar flavour.
They're very good.
And they're very different to the mini
Highly
cheddar.
advisable. Go buy some before you watch Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
There you
Don't
go.
take them in. Don't be that guy. Or girl.
Well, why not? You could tip into your hand.
If you tip them into your hand, that's perfectly acceptable. But
They're
don't
not really
crunch
loud.
too
They have
loud.
packets, aren't they?
Anyway,
Spoilers.
we should go into food reviewing.
Oh, we shouldn't. Thin Crispies.
Yeah.
Crispy Fins. Did you say Thin Crispies? Did you say
They're crispy thins.
Crispy Fins? My bad. I said it wrong again.
See, we should go
Anyway.
into food reviewing. I told you.
Spoilers.
Anyway,
Here's the first thing. Get off my mind that I said a bit of a conundrum here. So Deadpool, when he gets hurt, so let's say if he gets something torn off,
yeah.
he can't stick it back on. It doesn't heal. He has to grow it back.
Mm.
What the fuck did they do when he was in pieces after he blew himself up?
I assume it all grew from his head.
But that was very quick timing. How long was he at the mansion for?
Doesn't say.
Because they make it seem like he stitched him back together. Well, it doesn't say anything, does it? He's just alright again.
But he takes him out in a body bag, though, doesn't he, actually? So maybe he takes all the
He
bits.
looks like he's in one piece, just really like mutated and squished, doesn't he? He doesn't look like he's in different pieces.
Maybe he just brought all the pieces, but it all grew from his head.
Also, he's talking when he's in the bag as well.
Yeah. I don't know.
His regeneration went a bit overboard in this film for me.
I completely agree with you.
I like that he takes shots. I like that he does get hurt a lot.
Yeah.
But he blew up himself.
And then...
so it was a head and in different parts of his body, and he was okay.
And also when he fell on that table and snapped his back in half.
Yeah. He
was then just magically okay. I feel like he should at least...
His collar broke off, didn't it? So then he suddenly healed. But
yeah, but I just mean, how did his spine just fix itself that quick? It was literally 1 second.
Also, he got stabbed. He got a blade. He got a garden fence thing
through
his head.
Yeah.
When he got stabbed in the head in the first one, he saw rainbows and unicorns, didn't he? And he kind of lost it, whereas in this he kind of recovered. The regeneration in this one was very strange.
Yeah. It also gets torn in half.
And he grows his legs back.
They
they don't bother me so much. It's more they bother me more because he blows himself up in the first 5 minutes, and then obviously it shows again later on.
And also, if he blew himself up, there's a whole arm, a whole leg,
you wouldn't just split
head,
pieces.
No,
you'd be
in pieces
because he was on barrels. Yeah. It's a bit of a lazy way of doing it. They could have amped up how he tried to kill himself. Had him in the room of fire and have him get knocked out the window and blown into pieces. Not.
Yeah.
Because he was literally in perfect pieces.
Yeah.
When he was on the explosion, so you wouldn't be in pieces. You'd be.
No.
You'd be soup.
Yeah, you would. You would. The stir fry.
Saying that, structure of this film, what we were saying about you see it in the first 5 minutes, is the same as the first one. Interestingly, the first part is showing you further down the line, and then he goes back and explains how he got there. Yeah. And then you get there halfway through the film, and then it goes to the finale.
Yeah. But this one, you got caught up within 15 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it. Yeah.
Like the other one was the whole film basically, and then the
it
last.
was onto the motorway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't the finale. Yeah.
I'm saying the last sort of half hour was new, not showing you what had happened to that point.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It did go a lot quicker. It didn't feel as annoying to wait for.
No, I literally mean it was about 15 minutes that you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think, but because that
yeah,
it makes
it didn't
you
feel
like
that long.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but
no, you don't.
there's some really strange bits in this. There's some bits where they try to be touching, I think, but I can't work out what they're trying to say. I mean, like, some bits you can get it, but like there's bits where, just like he says about being a hit. There's a few bits in here when it's meant to be like a softer moment.
Yeah.
And there's some that are like, okay, that makes sense, but there's other bits that's like, I think there's a bit when Deadpool's saying about being a hero at one point. I can't remember if he's speaking to them like, what is the point they're getting at here?
Oh, what, when he says...
It's about family a bit much, but it's really obvious that it's a bit annoying at times to me.
I think that was more like a sort of... like
I can't tell if they're taking the piss on that.
I think with that, they are and they aren't. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like kind of meant to be like, oh, it's cool that he has a family now, but I also think it's meant to be a bit like...
There's just strange bits with Deadpool, like the fact that he keeps seeing Vanessa.
Yeah, I thought that whole bit actually when she died. Well, because actually the whole opening bit where it is showing you sort of where it does go back.
Yeah.
And then obviously she dies, and then he runs after the guy and kind of kills himself. Doesn't kill himself, but
he
kills
sounds
the
very
other
much
guy.
like Hugh Jackman when he screams when he hits that car. And he goes, ah, and he runs into the car.
But I mean, it was all kind of really serious. I was like, oh, flipping heck.
Which is good, because I don't buy that he didn't make cracking jokes after he just shot his girlfriend.
No, and actually, I thought the bit at the end when he goes to her and then she says, oh, it's not our time yet, was a little choked up.
I like that in a bit. I don't know why he went to her 3 times and they were trying to... That's what I mean, like, it's the stuff about, like, helping the kid was a bit on your nose. Because he was saying about, well, he couldn't get to her because there was a force field in the way, and it was like, oh, you're not head's on the right place. He kept putting the whole point in your head not being in the right place, but he wasn't being bad before he was saying he was doing it for the kid. I know he said, I don't care about the kid, but he did, because that's what he was doing, he was protecting the kid.
Yeah, but then he left him, didn't he?
What do you mean he left him? Where did he go? Didn't he get...
He left the kid in the prison.
Because he went because he was dead, and I don't think where he went from the prison.
No, he like got blown out the side of the thing, but then he came home, didn't he? Because he was in the bar, but then he decides. Oh wait, no, see.
But he doesn't do anything major bad to betray the kid. The kid just sees him say we're not friends. But I was like, but he still fucking protects the kid, and then he comes back for the kid and protects him again. The kid's still like, no, fuck off. I was
but okay, yeah, no, yeah.
I'm just saying, so like, he isn't ever doing the wrong thing.
No, I think the thing is that
because
he says to Cable, he's not my friend, like he's. And is like about to abandon him.
Yeah.
And it's only because they get blown out the side of the prison, and then he sees Vanessa, and she says, like, children give us the chance to make us better, or I can't remember if it's at that moment, but she says something to him that makes him want to go back for the kid.
Yeah. It was just a weird arc. I do like how he is in this film. I really like him. I think he's great. I think Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool great, and I think Deadpool as a character works really well. He's not over the top, and he's good to watch. But
I was worried it would be at the start, actually.
I think it's that kind of silly physical humour that holds him, like the whole, like when he tries to spin the swords and all the bullets go through him, bits like that.
Yeah.
Make him feel more like that character, because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, he's smart, but at the same time he's a bit of a fool.
Yeah.
But I just mean like the whole idea they're making this whole arc like he needs to like have redemption, but he didn't really, because he was constantly doing.
I know what you mean.
The right thing, and when he protected the kid, or he felt like, because he's the only one that helped the kid at the start, he shot those other people because he said they were hurting him. It was just an interesting arc, because I don't think he was ever in the wrong.
No, I think as well because when the kid was like, "Oh, we're such a great team" and stuff, and he was like, "We're not on a team, like find someone else."
But he was trying to protect the kid, because he was saying, "Don't stick with me," because he's trying to kill me.
He also said like, "We're not a team, but we are friends."
Yeah.
But then
it was really
we're
shaky.
Not friends.
You see what I mean? It's just kind of like.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Because he says to the kid, "Don't stick with me."
Yeah, it kind of needed him to be like, "No, I don't care. Like, go and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to die or whatever."
Yeah.
Which he did say, but he kind of didn't, like, he didn't say it enough. Like, it wasn't as concrete as it should have been. Yeah.
So he didn't die at the end. I actually kind of.
I know. I was like, "Oh, are they going to be brave and go there?" And I thought, no, this franchise is too lucrative.
Yeah, they're not really killing off their main. They're not killing off Deadpool.
No.
That just made that problem to Higgs, as we were saying about franchise. That was one fucking hell of a cameo.
What?
All of the X-Men from the
Oh
X-Men
my god,
franchise.
I know.
James McAvoy's bald head.
I know,
it was
amazing.
Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Don't know who else
I know,
I
want to see that bit again,
Beast.
because you could, because he could close the door, doesn't he?
Did Beast close
Oh
the
no,
door?
he doesn't close the door.
I thought the door just closed. Just Colossus closed. I don't know, but anyway.
Wait, which one's Beast?
No, Beast is the blue
guy.
dude.
Yeah, he did close.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say.
Pretty
yeah,
funny.
there's a few cameos.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
There's the Vanisher.
Keeps moving it.
How dare you?
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Has he done something like that before? I feel like he's done something like that recently.
I feel like he has too.
I don't know what.
Are you thinking of Friends? When he was in Friends?
No, I feel like he has done a cameo in something recently that was a bit of a piss take. But I don't know. Maybe it's just Matt Damon I'm thinking of him for. I don't know. But yeah, that was hilarious. That fucking hats off to that was so funny, that bit. I did love that bit. But they were all like...
Oh.
It was stupid, but it was funny because, again, you just thrown away everyone.
I know.
Even fucking... Is it Peter?
Yeah.
Even Peter fucking got it.
I know.
I wish he was in it more.
But then he didn't. Then he was back.
Possibly.
I know. I thought he was going to be a big-ish part.
I guess they've already got... I want to know his name now. The driver's name.
Yeah.
And then same with the driver. That's a bit of a gripe with this film. There are too many predictable bits. Yeah. I felt like Vanessa was I thought Vanessa would go at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way Deadpool's having a girlfriend for these films.
Oh, right.
It doesn't really suit his character. They made it so it did suit his character, and then they fucking killed her off, which is annoying. Because I was like, because she actually does.
Yeah. But that's really strange that they And I thought it was going to be a bit of a joke, and at first I thought, oh, this isn't a real scene. But obviously it was. The bit where they were talking about having a baby and stuff, and they were both dressed in pastel colours. Like she was in pink and he was in blue and really light green. And I thought, oh,
well, at the start,
really odd. Yeah, and I thought, oh, is this going to be a joke?
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
It was not.
So it was a bit weird. It was a really odd.
Did it say how long this was based after the first one? I've completely. Depender.
No, a Depender. Yeah.
Also, did you realise who the Venom spitting guy was?
Who is that?
It's Pennywise.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is, yeah.
And then Terry Crews was obviously on
it. Is that his name?
Skarsgård, I don't know. Creepy, weird name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bit's fucking hilarious, and they jump out of the X-Force, which the X-Force would have their own comics and are a massive part of the comics.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's the same kind of characters, and obviously I think they're making an X-Force film, but it's just hilarious how they all jumped out and then they all fucking died.
So funny.
Domino was very good, like you said. She was a really cool character, and she really suited it, and she had it was just really well done. But even more, her powers was quite funny in this film. I think they handled that really well.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Because obviously it was about luckiness.
Yeah. Other
than, again, at the same time, you can question there's things that go unlucky for her, but and if you're being nitpicky, but yeah, the lucky stuff is funny when she said about needing a bus.
Yeah.
And the bus come through. How the fuck they're turning that bus over, I have no idea.
I know, I was thinking that. I was like, oh, that's great. When they had to slide in, I thought that's...
When it showed the first kid slide in, I thought it was going to show him go out the other end.
Oh my god, that was so good.
I was waiting for them to make a joke with the bus. There's a lot of paedophile and perv jokes to
I know, there's loads and loads.
Some have, the fucking Deadpool, Domino and Cable as the three of them are fucking great together.
They are amazing. Yeah.
The lines in there are fucking amazing. When they're hiding, it's when they're behind the slides and he said he runs like a pervert. And they said he runs like a pervert after his laptop.
Paedophile who's put down, who's lost his laptop, yeah. Oh, that's so good. I know, that's why I'd like to see it again, because there's so many lines in there that I feel like I missed.
I feel like this one's a bit more adult. I feel like this makes cheaper jokes, but I also feel like this makes more mature jokes.
And I remember with the first one thinking, oh, I really want to watch that again, because I bet there's bits that I missed or have forgotten. And then I remember watching it again and thinking, oh, actually, no, I do remember most of it. And kind of feeling a little bit disappointed. Yeah, so have I.
Or once and a half, I'm pretty sure. I think I watched it half distracted. I think I watched it, and then obviously watched it at the cinema.
I feel like I watched it on a plane. Did we watch it together on the plane?
No. You might have watched it on the way
to
America.
I think I watched it on the way to America, yeah.
Let's have a look. I'm joking.
What? How?
I don't know. I was joking. I just meant distract us on the podcast.
Oh. Hold on, check.
Yeah, they're fucking hilarious together, the three of them. And I think that you always saw it coming, that Cable and Deadpool were going to be on the same side at one point in this film.
I didn't.
Did you not?
No.
I was questioning it. I was questioning it halfway through the film. I was like, they're actually going to be on the same side.
Oh, see, I didn't.
But then, fair enough.
I didn't see that coming.
That was not one of the most predictable things. The most predictable things were that I said I thought Vanessa was getting it. As soon as they talked about Babe, I was like, she's fucking gone. I don't feel like this is going to work out well because Deadpool is more of an anti-hero. He's meant to be. I mean, I thought he was meant to be an anti-hero, but in this, he's the good guy. They say he takes like darker measures to get to that point. But I felt like she was never going to survive. And then obviously Deepinder at the end.
It was really sad actually. The way she died and just that she died. Yeah, and the way they sort of.
Why did that dude run away? Were they just doing it to kill her? They must have been, knowing that he can't die. Because they ran in and shot her.
Yeah, it must have been.
What happened to him? Did he ever come back?
What guy? The guy that ran away?
Oh, he got hit. He pulled him into a fucking truck, didn't he? Yeah. That was good. That was very nicely done.
That was brilliant. You were like, what the hell is... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boom, bye. That was lovely, actually.
Yeah. I like him more in this than the first one, Deadpool.
Yeah.
He's just joking the first, but there's more of a character to him.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say as well, it's really nice how much he had his mask off and like fought with his mask off and stuff because it just felt a lot more like a character.
Yeah, when he was fighting, I completely agree. Yeah, this is I actually might prefer to the first one.
Yeah.
But I don't find it as like it's the same with the Guardians. I said the second Guardians is as good as the first one, but then I was like, but then is it because you've lost the impact? Is it just not as enjoyable because you've lost the impact of? It's like what I said, when the second Guardians came out, we said about, like, is it going to be as good? Because the Guardians was such a, like, sort of big jump forward, like a game changer in the MCU. We're like, is that going to be, is the second one going to be the same, or are you going to be used to it now and it's sort of been pretty naff? And the same with this, we said, like, with the first Deadpool, it was such a game changer. Yeah. It's like the first proper R-rated in this sort of league. And then we said, is the second one going to be, or is it going to get boring? I didn't get bored of the jokes. I didn't find him tedious. I didn't find him repetitive, interesting. No. I didn't think... Because I feel like this character can only last so long. But in reality, I guess he's like any other character who isn't like a comedy character. And you're like, well, they're not going to get bored for doing the same thing. They managed to change it up enough.
There was quite... I have to say, there was quite a few jokes where I went, oh, God.
Yeah, there's on your nose stuff.
It wasn't... it's on the nose and it's... I don't know. I think it's just too many as well.
Like the DC Universe one. Yeah. And we said the Star Wars one, which is about Empire and the joking. It's just more. It's just
so many. It's not even too many. It's not even too many jokes. Too many references.
Pop culture references. Yeah, there's a lot.
Absolutely that. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. And some of them, and like I said, it's like when they push it too in your face. Like I said, the one with Basic Instinct was funny when he crossed his legs. I was like, that's fine. Yeah. It's just a little hint. And that's fine because that could just happen in this film. Yeah. But then they have to say. It's Basic Instinct. It's like, no, because if you know what it is, you know what it is, that's fine. If you don't need to say what it is. Because then people, if you have to say what that is for people to know, they're not going to know what that was and they're not going to get the joke.
Yeah, I get that.
There was quite a few, and I can't think of any.
I think it really, like, you can really tell that they obviously had, like, right, we've got 300 jokes that we can put in this film, and they had so many ideas and, like, funny things that they wanted to say, and they had to like pare it down and just get as many in as they could. Yeah. Like, not in a terrible way, like it's not that bad, but there are moments where it's like, okay.
It didn't feel very current. Like a lot of the jokes, I think that's the problem with a lot of the jokes that weren't as funny as they didn't feel current or updated, because a lot of it was about Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And that was the first, because the first one took the mick out of Hugh Jackman. Wolverine, where he was Deadpool before, and Green Lantern, which they did again in this film.
Which I did. Those ones I didn't mind.
No, because the way they did Green Lantern, they only did once, which
the
was
way
quite
they
funny.
did all of those, I didn't mind at all, and I like this running joke with Logan. I don't mind that at all.
No, I do. Just when they kept showing his face, it's like they showed him when he signed the thing with it. I don't know. It's just like
no, so I didn't mind those. That's not what I minded. The ones I minded was like when he was. At the house, and like it was really cool to see all of those there as a cameo, see all the X-Men there, but then you also had him like saying, oh, I'm just taking Cerebro for a spin, and you had him in the wheelchair, and you had him say, oh, it smells like his head. Do you know what I mean? There was just so many.
It smells like his head?
It smells like
Oh, he says it's Patrick Stewart.
It smells like Patrick Stewart's head.
It's the vocal ones aren't as funny. Okay, so the wheelchair's fine.
Yeah.
Cerebro was a bit much.
Yeah.
But the wheelchair was fine for him. It was quite funny just to see him wheeling around it, because he doesn't say, "Look, I'm in his wheelchair. Look at me." Yeah. Like, but then with Cerebro, he says, "Look, I'm wearing Cerebro. Cerebro." It's like, it's just, come on.
And it's like, I'll give you a clue. It's on my head. I was like, I get it. Like, calm down. I think it was that bit where I went.
Yeah, you did that when he said Patrick Stewart. It's
like
Patrick
that was it, yeah. It's just like, oh.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
About
it's
like
not
it's
funny,
repeating the
it
same
wasn't
like
funny.
jokes
Yeah.
as the first one.
But that calmed down. That really did calm down.
Yeah.
But it was, all that was too much. It was almost like once it got into the proper sort of story and what he was going to do and be like, then it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I did like a lot in this one, probably more than the first one again, choreography. Well, I said that the action I think was better, or more sort of. I don't know how to explain it. It felt more balanced, but
Yeah, and I could see what was going on the whole time as well, which I really appreciate. There wasn't too much CGI.
I wish there was less cuts with Cable, because there's a lot of fight scenes with Cable where it keeps cutting behind him in front of it. It was like, just do one cut would be cool.
Yeah. Sorry, one thing I have to say, he looks so good.
He is a very cool looking character.
I was going to say, oh my god, his body looks amazing.
I mean weird,
it looks so good. Like,
can you explain what he is? Because there's a family and he's half robot, and I'm like,
yeah, but it's from the future.
Yeah, but why is he half robot still?
I don't know. It's in the future.
It's
the
interesting.
future is unknown.
Yeah, the family in the future. I don't know if that kid was. Let's just say the plot of this is Looper. Is entirely Looper.
Yeah.
I don't think. I imagine that Looper's probably not the first product to do this, but someone goes back in time to kill a kid before they can become this boss, and then the good guy goes, "No, we can try and change him."
That's Terminator.
Yeah, it's Terminator as well. But I mean, it's Terminator. God, Terminator confuses me with how it works. But the difference with that is they never try to go, look, let me try and get the kid to go good first and make sure. What I mean is like the small details. So like in this, he says with the kid,
I think they do.
well, they just protect him because the robot doesn't really try and reason with him. Obviously it does.
Oh, no, I don't
but
know.
what I mean, like the small details, like the fact that Deadpool says like he's fine until he kills. Once he kills, he gets a taste for it.
Yeah.
In Looper, he says he's fine. He's fine. Like we'll stop him. He won't kill. And they try and reason with the like. Do you get what I mean? The hero. It's small details. I didn't really like the plot of this. I wish it was a bit smaller, like low key. It felt a bit like the world endy stuff because obviously it's like the future. He's going to trash it. I didn't like how the scope of this. I would have preferred had it been smaller.
Yeah.
I didn't like the plot. I like the characters.
This one wasn't though. It's almost like this one just opened it up to be bigger. Because this wasn't anything about world endings.
Well, yeah, it was. It said in the future because he trashes he starts killing everyone. That's why the world's all fucked. I know it was about killing his family.
I don't think that's why the world was a mess.
No, but they said he killed a lot. Like it said he'd start killing the good guys.
Yeah, no, I know, but
not
I mean
exactly world ending,
yeah.
but I mean like it was quite big scope.
Oh right.
I know he has to come back and have to give a reason for that, but it wasn't like he just killed his family. It was he killed a lot of people, and it was to save. Because he says to me, "You'll save 1,000 children if you kill him."
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know.
I don't mind the plot. I just mean like it would like.
No, I only said it didn't feel world ending because obviously he said that like in 50 years you're dead, like your generation, like.
Fucked yourself into.
Like ruined the world basically.
God knows what happened.
Because
Cable obviously knows
that was
him
kind
before.
of like a. I thought maybe in the car when he said it to him, it was kind of like a not a metaphor, but like a, you know, people say stuff as like an over exaggeration. What's that called? You know, when you say like, oh, you've. Like he says, oh, your generation of like.
It's an exaggeration.
Screwed up the world, but I didn't know that he actually meant that. But obviously, that is what he meant because then he says, I'm going to stick around and make sure.
He don't fucking.
That it doesn't, yeah.
I'm not sure about that choice from Cable at the end. I don't know if I buy that from him. That he then saved him to then be like, so I can stick around. I feel like he would have gone back to his family.
I totally agree.
I kind of wanted the kid to die.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to just go like that happened to Deadpool. He shoot Deadpool, and the kid still go no, or he just shot instead of Deadpool diving away, he just shot the kid.
Yeah, it actually would have been cooler if Deadpool tried to save him, and didn't, and the kid died.
Yeah, and then Cable just
and
went
then
back.
He just went back. Yeah, that would have been.
You could have still had it with jokey ending after that and been like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
So you could have done it to the kid that wasn't like redeemable.
Yeah.
Which is what they were heading for, and they kind of. I just mean because they kind of wriggled their way out of everything.
I think they probably just thought that's too dark, which it kind of.
Yeah, but you could.
Was.
No, but you could turn into what if the kid got shot? It's like a tiny kid. I don't know. I reckon they could have. I just felt like they wriggled out of everything in this instead because everyone survived.
I know what you mean, but I can understand why they wouldn't have done that because it is still like. I know it's a 15 and stuff, but it's still like a big franchise, and I don't think that would have gone down well.
Yeah. This is going to be a 15, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting. This stuff again, you make an 18 if you would make this an 18, but they use the word CUNT.
Yeah, I feel like this should be an 18.
Maybe, yeah. Again, I don't know what qualifies for an 18 to people, honestly. Some of the things that we've watched there is a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fighting was better because I think they utilised people's stuff again, which I liked. And Domino's fighting was quite funny in the room where she was with the kids because they all got trashed because they were unlucky, or like it was luck in her side and kind of.
She's really good. I really like her. She's really cool, and she's not like. She doesn't know she's cool. She's just really cool.
She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't kind
of. She doesn't play off it. No. She just is. Yeah.
No.
And when stuff happens, she's like, cool.
I like Colossus in
like,
the Deadpool films. I think they do a better Colossus than X-Men have. The fact that he's always like metal.
What?
Colossus.
So he's better?
He's better in this than he is in the X-Men films.
Oh, right.
There's a version of Colossus in them and he turns into metal. But I like the fact that he's Russian in this and he's big and he's...
Just metal all the time.
Yeah, and he looks cool. I'm not sure about his face in this one. His eyebrows didn't move.
Oh.
There was a point where he was talking and this part of like his forehead just didn't...
He looks like tiny soldiers to me though.
He does look a bit like... He looks like the dude from Small Soldiers.
That's what I meant.
The Colonel guy. Tiny Soldiers. I thought you were saying he looks like
no, I meant
toys.
Small Soldiers.
Yeah, with that haircut, that like kind of buzz cut. Yeah, he does, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
Megasonic... I forgot her name. Warhead. Megasonic Warhead, which is the girl with short hair.
Yeah.
Wasn't in this at all, was she? Really?
Barely, no.
Barely, and then they had the other one with her that was barely in it. That's funny. What was her name? Was it Suki?
I can't remember. Suki.
Suki.
No, it wasn't Suki. It was like, I think it was 3 syllables. It was funny because that joke with her going, "Hi Wade, bye Wade."
Yeah.
The first couple of times they did that, I thought, oh, I hope they don't do that again. And then they did it again, I was like, oh. And then they did it again, and I was like, oh, okay, no, that's funny now. When they did it like 5 to 6 times, it made it funnier. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's the way you react. You kind of. Oh, you should look at the cast of this. It's got Brad Pitt quite near the top.
Oh.
Alan Tudyk was in it. Redneck 2. You have a wig on. Not. 2 in the trunk.
Oh my god! I didn't even notice it was him.
Didn't notice he was there.
It's because I'll tell you why I didn't notice. Because
Yukio,
the one on the
sorry,
left.
not Suki.
Yukio, that's it.
Yukio. Yukio.
Yukio.
Yeah.
Not like Yu-Gi-Oh.
No. Yukio.
What's Yu-Gi-Oh? That's a
trading card game.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, I didn't notice because the guy on the left probably was Alan Tudyk. I don't know. His belly looked really fake, and I was trying to work out whether it was real or fake the whole time.
Probably
that whole
fake
scene.
belly.
And then I was like, oh, Cable's here, and weird. I didn't even notice.
What was I going to say with that bit? It's weird how many jokes he makes about his gun being really good. Deadpool keeps saying about. They repeat jokes in this a lot. They keep saying trainee a lot.
Do.
They say trainee a lot.
I know, they said it one too many times because again I was like, oh, it's just not funny, keep saying that. But then when the little tiny boy said it inside, that really made me laugh, and I was like, oh, okay, I can see why they've set that up for him to say it. That was really funny. But then when he went out the window again and she said it again, I was like, oh, and he said it again, I was like, oh, that's too much now.
If you picked a better word than trainee, it might have worked better, but it just doesn't fit, does it?
No.
And then also the joke about. What was the other one I was about to say? Like, they kept making this. He keeps saying about his weapon being really good. It was like fucking Han in Force Awakens for a bit. He kept saying about Cable's gun being. He was like, that weapon's. I can't remember what he kept saying. He was being about amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. His shield, Cable, makes him invincible, didn't it? In this, Jesus
oh my god,
Christ,
I know. Literally,
moment.
I know. All it did was like
Protect
anything that came at him just forced him back a little bit. It never hurt him. Yeah. Which is okay. I don't mind because he's got future tech, so I don't mind that.
Yeah, no, it's just funny how much he used it to protect him, but yeah.
I know, yeah. I like the prison bit too. I like the way that he broke into the prison, and I just like the prison bit. I like stuff set in prisons.
Do you know what is? You like what? Sorry.
Stuff set in prisons.
I do, but do you know what? Do you know what I was saying about the plot of this? Do you know what I think it is that I don't like a bit?
What?
The whole mutants being caged. They've used that a lot in X-Men franchise now.
Yeah.
Like they've used it a lot. Like it was in Logan a little bit. It was in like. Yeah. It's been in a lot of them. The whole like mutants being caged away, and it's just kind of running.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but equally, I think it's like what would.
And why are all these mutants like look like bikers as well?
Yeah, that one I didn't get. I didn't understand.
I just don't like them being caged again. I get the whole point of being mutant being different, but there wasn't a message for that in this film, so it's just kind of like it felt like obviously again like a plot device, but you could have probably had something else.
Well, no, I think they were the bad mutants. They were people that were like killing people.
Well, I guess they were people who were dangerous, weren't they?
Yeah.
How many fucking mutants are there? It's just I feel like there's. I think it's because there's too many. I know that obviously Deadpool's part of the X-Men universe in this, so that whole Marvel was a whole universe together, but it seemed so odd seeing so many mutants because I don't because you only had a few in the first one. This actually felt
like a little bit like an X-Men film, to be honest, rather than just Deadpool.
Exactly. So because in the first one you don't see many mutants, you just have the facility where he was at, and then you had the ones at the house. Whereas in this you have like a whole prison full of them.
And that didn't even really feel like mutants. That felt more like a weird hospital. Yeah. No, that actually, now I've said that, it really felt like an X-Men film to me.
Yeah, and obviously you see all the X-Men in it. I was like, they were brought massively into it.
Yeah.
You're saying X-Man as well.
Huh?
You're saying X-Man.
Did I?
Twice. You said X-Man.
X-Man film. Oh yeah, I did. X-Man film. X-Men film. Why did I say that?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sticking with it.
You're the
I've
worst.
said it now. Continuity.
Oh,
is that your knee?
That was my ankle.
Oh, it's very loud.
Deadpool. I had a broken ankle. I've just repaired it.
Yeah,
this is what I mean about. That's what I mean about the plot and being too like over the top. Is that it had a prison full of mutants and then just stuff like that. I don't know.
Mind that. It did also. I was like really drunk then. I also didn't mind it because it made me think of Guardians.
Yeah. There's always a prison.
And they're all in yellow.
Every superhero film that has a prison, a corridor, as in like one you fight down.
Yeah.
Or a highway.
Because
this had all three of them. In the trailer, I thought he hit someone with a milk carton. It was a brick in the film. It looks like, if you look at the trailer, it looks like he's holding a milk carton and hits someone on the face. Yeah.
It's because it looks really powdery when they hit it, so it probably looked like milk.
I think it's because it's white as well. It looked like he had his hand in the handle. Other interesting thing in this film, massive character, and I think they hinted at it a little bit. Fucking Juggernaut's in this. Do you remember Juggernaut? Why there's a whole running joke about him, and why I'm not surprised he's in this film. Because the third X-Men film, or should I say X-Man film?
Third X-Man film.
Vinnie Jones played the Juggernaut.
Oh.
And there's a massive joke because he's fucking something else in it. Because he comes out the front, he's like, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch," and like, there's a massive joke because it's really cringy. And then obviously I wouldn't be surprised to use the Juggernaut. It would be funny if I wouldn't be surprised if it was Vinnie Jones playing him in this because, what?
Oh my god, sorry. Your hair is really bright under the window and it's reflected in that Blues Brothers poster and it looked like someone had walked up the stairs. That scared the hell out of me.
I'm so sorry. My hair didn't mean to do that.
Your golden hair. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, he's fucking big in this. The Juggernaut looks like how he does in the... He's got a helmet on, which I like, because in the third X-Men film it looks fucking stupid.
It made it easier as well to make him look believable, because I think if you had to CGI a big face like that, it wouldn't look great. It didn't look great actually when you saw a close up of most of his face for his helmet. I thought, oh, that doesn't look great.
No, it doesn't really CGI. Yeah. I didn't have a clue that was going to be Juggernaut. I didn't think. I was like, I don't know who. I was trying to who won who. I was like, I have no idea.
I wondered if at some point it was going to be someone really tiny. I thought that would have been quite.
I did, but I was like,
funny.
I thought it was going to be someone really small, but I was like, I feel like that if it has to do it in a really good way somehow, that's going to be a really boring joke.
Yeah, and I also thought, I hope it isn't now, because there was that massive door underneath his cell, and I was like, he would just crawl out.
And it shook as well.
Yeah.
The floor shook when he got there. That was a good joke when he said about fucking massive foreshadowing. Because he said about it, it's the biggest, and then he went next to the fuckload of foreshadowing. I was like, because they've said that, because it's very obvious that he's going to come into play.
Yeah. He said something else, not foreshadowing, but he said something else.
I think he said foreshadowing, but he said a load of words before it.
Yeah, he said, he did, but I mean, at another point in the film, he said, with like a side of, I can't remember. But...
There's so many fucking jokes, you can't remember them.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fucking taxi driver, Depinder, makes me laugh, isn't he? He's got such a soft voice.
Yeah, I know.
And that made me laugh when he was running next to him towards the end, just the way he's running. And he's in his little polo shirt.
It made me laugh more when he was at the bar.
He's cleaning for him.
Yeah.
TJ Miller makes me laugh as well. He was funny in this. Being a dick in it.
Yeah, when he had tiny legs and he came into the room and like his little speech when he came in was really funny. When he was saying like, "Don't worry, I only told him everything he wanted to know," and like, "Let's get you guys going so you can do this without me." So that really made me laugh. He is good.
I think he writes this as well. I think he does some writing for it. He's in big big load of trouble now though.
That rings a bell actually. What?
He's in trouble at the moment.
What, TJ Miller?
Yeah. Remember I told you he got arrested for...
Yeah, it was something really bad. Why can't I think what that was?
It was.
He looked rough in this film, actually, though, I was going to say.
Got his picture's not weird. Keep talking, I'll just Google away.
Blah, 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 blah.
Alleged fake bomb, that was it. Fake bomb threat.
Yeah. You didn't tell me that. I read that the other day.
Oh, really? I told you like a week, 2 weeks ago.
You told me
so
nothing.
You clearly didn't listen to me. How rude. How rude of everyone.
Maybe you did, and I'm wrong.
Most likely.
Probably.
I'm joking. Anything else in this? Anything else about? I did have fun with it. I did enjoy it.
I did too, yeah, and I'm glad you liked it. It always makes me enjoy stuff a little bit more.
Well, I wasn't let down because, like I said, I had no expectations. No, it was just let's go watch this.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Because it's not one where I was like, okay, this is gonna be thrilling. I can't wait to see this happen. I can't wait to, because even though we watched the trailers, I said to you earlier before we watched it, I feel like I don't really know what's going to happen in this film.
Yeah, see, I didn't at all, and I didn't know that Cable would switch sides, and only because I thought that in the comics he didn't. But maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't in the comics. But
probably doesn't.
No.
I'm sure there's, because you got to remember like the amount of comics he's probably been in. He's definitely.
But I just when everybody knew he was going to be this, and then he was like, and they, oh my gosh,
it's going really well.
When everybody said that he was going to be in this, and he was like a big enemy of Deadpool, that's all I have really known of Cable. So I didn't think that there was a chance that would happen. So that was quite a nice surprise for me. I didn't think the little boy was that good.
What, the guy from the main guy?
Yeah, from where the
Hunt for the Wilder People. Weather of the Wilder People. That one.
Where the wild wilder people are.
Hunt for the Wilder People. I don't think he was bad. I just don't think he was
bad,
he was nothing. It was just why.
He was nothing, and I just, only because he's so good in Hunt for the Wilder People, I was expecting him to have gotten even better and be like, oh my god, he's going to do so well. But
he has a better character in that. I think his character's pretty naffiness, isn't he? He doesn't really do anything. He's just annoying. It was all right. Really.
I would have liked it more if they had more of you know that bit when he's like don't say legs, don't you say legs, and he says legs, and then he like does that rope.
Yeah. Because that's what he's
Yeah, I was going to say I would have preferred him so much more like that. Just a little bit.
What if he did that? It looks great when he does that. It looks really.
Oh my god, I know. At one point, I was like, "Wait, is he actually doing that?" It looks so good. The way he's like, he did the hand bit, and that looked really good. But then the way he moved his body over, I was like, "Oh my god, that's incredible." Also, like, I'm not being judgy, but that little boy is terribly overweight. Like, I know they make jokes about it in the film, but that's not great. He's really young.
I don't know how old he is.
Not.
If he's American, he's probably like 5. If he's English,
New Zealand.
He looks. Good point. He's from New Zealand. New Zealand. New Zealand. It's like I said, New Zealand. Why are you laughing? She's currently choking. Oh god, you actually are choking. You right there? What's wrong?
Oh, I felt like it came on my nose.
What are you laughing at? My pronunciation.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Then the X-Man from.
Oh, I love X-Man films. I think my sister says it. I'll have to call her and ask her. Should we call her?
Right now. I'm surprised I didn't make a joke about the Dark Phoenix joke in there. There wasn't any jokes about Dark Phoenix, even though he creates fire. And I was like, are they going to make a joke about that? Because that's also going to be a film soon. They didn't make many jokes about upcoming X-Men films, did they? About New Mutants. No. They should say about the dates being pushed back for New Mutants. So I'm supposed to say about that being pushed back. Or Solo next week would have been a funny joke.
They'd finished filming for that by the time. for this by the time the date got moved.
That makes sense. Well, that would have been a long time ago, but that
It would
does
have been
probably
a
make
big
sense.
old script.
Same if you said about a week before
Alteration.
Solo would have been funny. Or added a bit at the end or the start about Solo.
There might have been. We didn't see the very, very... I assume there'd be a very, very end thing.
Possibly. We
Wonder
wanted
if
to get our
that's-
train.
We had to get a train. We only had 9 minutes.
I think that's about it. Also, they
Yeah.
snuck in a different Deadpool costume in there, which was an interesting way of doing that.
What, the
He goes-
black one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
cool.
I'm pretty sure it has red eyes, that costume, usually.
Oh, right.
Red eyes, grey and black.
I feel like it does. I don't feel like it was all black and white. Also,
No,
I
it's not black and white.
What do you mean?
The Deadpool costume that from the
More like
comics,
grey,
he
yeah.
has one where it's grey and it's got the bits that are black stay black and the red's grey and he has red eyes.
I meant the one at the end. Or maybe it's not black and white. I mean like grey and black then.
Yeah.
I just meant like not white, but
Oh, I thought you meant like
Like
it actually had white on it. I was confused.
no. I mean it kind of looks black and white, but it's not.
Oh, okay. No, there's bits of red on it still. Is that what you mean? Because it's just like he's...
Yeah, I'm saying.
You've confused me.
Anyway.
Right.
All I was saying. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
What?
I was just saying that costume. At the end, that's
Yeah.
what you're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, oh, the black and white one. It's not black and white, it's black and grey, but I mean, it looks not in colour
Yeah.
when I said black and white.
Oh, I thought you were saying it's not entirely black and white, as in like...
No, it is.
Confused me by that.
When
I'm
I said
confused about
black,
the point you were trying to make.
all I was saying, when you said that other costume, I was saying, you mean the one at the end,
Oh,
which is the
okay,
one
sorry.
that you mean.
I thought you were trying to
But I
make a
was
point
saying-
about it, saying it's not,
No,
not entirely black and
no.
white.
I mean, when I said, oh, it's not black and white, I mean, it's not black and white, it's black and grey. But when I said black and white, I meant it looks like it's not in colour. Like a black and white photo
Yeah,
is
yeah,
literally
yeah.
black and white is black, white and grey. Black,
I
white,
thought you were
and
talking about
white.
because it still has bits of red in it, because it's only dust. Okay, fair enough.
No, but I bet everyone's glad that we
This
just
is
had that
tedious.
discussion.
This is absolutely tedious.
You're absolutely tedious.
No red eyes though.
Get out. Anyway, yeah, it was a cool way to sneak that in. And I was going to say that actually.
Sneak that in.
Yeah.
I'm doing really well today.
What?
I thought you said snig,
Sneak.
and I just said sneak.
No, it's a good way to sneak that in. Oh, it sounded like it that time as well. But what I was going to say earlier was that I liked that he doesn't have some like crazy advanced costume now, as everyone else.
And he
seems
taped
to
it
in
again,
everything
didn't
else.
he?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my
You
god!
can make a joke about that either.
Can you imagine if he was like, "Look at my nanotech,"
Yeah, so they
and
can make a
it
joke
actually
about that.
wasn't. It was just his normal suit.
Out of 10?
Ooh, you go first.
Oh, you would do that, wouldn't
I
you?
always go first. I've been saying that for like the last 20 podcasts.
Stretching her.
Should we say it on 3?
3, 2,
1.
1, 7.8.
7.9. Oh!
Close. Great minds don't think alike because I'm
Think
brilliant.
0.1 points
Alike.
apart alike.
What's it time for then? After that?
News. I did
Oh my
it!
gosh, you did it
I
right.
did it!
You've been thinking hard about that.
Oh, that wasn't a big enough gap.
What?
That wasn't a big enough gap to play the...
It was before you went I did it, is when we left the gap.
Oh,
Bloody
okay.
hell.
Anyway,
She's dropped the ball and I've just dropped the pen.
Here we are.
Let's talk about some trailers first.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of news this week.
Mile 22. We just watched all these trailers now.
20 poo.
Is the next film from the dude that did Patriots Day and...
Do you know what I'm really surprised about?
What?
That Mark Wahlberg's in it.
Then Mark Wahlberg's the
no
hero
one
in it.
ever. Yeah.
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 Playing action hero.
Playing Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Don't mind Mark.
Yeah, it said from the guy that brought you Patriots Day and Lone Survivor. Why didn't it put Deepwater Horizon?
Yeah,
I think that's the
know,
probably
'cause
most
that's the
acclaimed
best
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. Probably because it's not the same. Maybe because it's a bit of a
You said
different.
Weird.
Weird.
That's very weird.
Probably because the genre. Maybe it's the genre because Lone Survivor and Patriots Day are probably more similar to this one than Deepwater Horizon is.
I agree.
Leo, you're a genius. Yes, I know. What did you think of that trailer?
There were moments that I thought, oh, okay, yeah, this looks good, and there's a couple of cool fighty bits, but generally,
They kick
is
the
it
gun.
something I'm going to take myself all the way over to see? Probably not.
Now we're not working.
Yeah.
When he
Unless it's
kicks
on
the
the
guy
same day
back
as something
into
else.
the wall and shoots him, it's cool. It didn't look like a trailer. It looked like a tribute video. It looked like a little small video to sum up the story. It
Yeah.
didn't feel
Are
like
you
a
talking
trailer.
about the bit where the guy like walks backwards up the wall, kind of?
No.
Oh.
I was talking about when there's a bit where I think Mark Wahlberg, in his action hero style, kicks the guy's like arm when he's on the gun, kicks him to the wall and then shoots him. And it's quite near the start. The bit when it was a weird plot there. It looked like because it's meant to be based on true events, surely. But it was a weird.
Yeah, it looked really strange. The guy though that says like, if you get me on a plane to America, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
I've just got confused then. That was that trailer, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
We just watched
three trailers in a row.
The other one's for Mission Impossible, which made me probably weird to skill those two together, aren't we?
Yeah. No, that bit actually where the guy walked sort of up the wall backwards because he was kind of strangling the other guy.
Yeah.
I thought that bit looked really cool. But also that
more super soldiers.
Huh? Yeah.
More super soldiers in action films.
And the bit with his metal arm. No. Oh god, choking because I went. Yeah, the bits with that guy in though looked better than the bits with Mark Wahlberg. It looked like it had a bit more intrigue than just kind of fighting. Ooh,
yeah, we'll see how it goes. It looks interesting, but at the same time, it just kind of. It was a weird trailer, and I didn't get what was going on by the end of it. And this is about taking him to
especially with John Malkovich's hair. What the hell?
His buzz cut as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, last thing, but it's just because it just said maybe think of a line in Deadpool when you said about metal arm. He's his Winter Soldier. He's got a Winter Soldier arm. Could you said Bucky arm would have sounded better?
Yeah.
Because again, it's not as.
The Winter Soldier.
He's got a Bucky arm. You can be like, oh.
Yeah.
But like Winter Soldier, I'm like Winter Soldier.
Or if
Hashtag
he
Winter
said-
Soldier.
or if
Hashtag
he
Marvel.
Said, yeah. Or if he said like, haha, I'll get that arm. That would have been better. Steal a line right out of it.
Still a line.
Just take bits of scripts from other films and just mesh
Steam
them all as one. Yeah.
Next trailer.
Next trailer was
Black
Klansman.
Klansman.
Is it Black K Klansman?
I think it's Black Klansman, but they put a K in between, so it says KKK.
KKK,
Yeah. I think it looks interesting. I think it'd be really good.
Until it said it was based on true events, I couldn't really work it out because it kind of felt like a comedy, and I was like, that's an interesting topic.
It felt a bit like Nice Guys. It went kind of funky, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like funky cop.
Yeah.
It's got good old Adam.
I was going to say, the fact that he's in it, well, yeah, makes me want to go.
Yeah.
I think he's amazing. He's really amazing, actually. But yeah, no, I think it looks good, and it's even more interesting that it's based on stuff that kind of happened.
Kind of, because we're not sure how much and what's going to be.
You never are you? I mean,
No.
they say like every horror film is based on true events.
The first minute of real footage, and then after that, it's all up
Yeah,
to
and then all the rest is
Yeah, it was an alright trailer. I mean, it's by Spike Lee. What Spike Lee films have we watched? I'll be honest, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Every time I think Spike Lee, I think Spike Jones. So that's helpful.
The same.
Oh, I've typed in Spike Lee.
Spag Lee. It sounds like spag bowl.
Spike.
But fancy. Spag
Do
Lee.
you reckon I've actually seen any? Because
I don't know. I feel like we must have.
he did the
But
remake of Old Boy, so you have
Yes.
seen one of his. I've never seen any of these films.
Go on, read them out.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Malcolm X,
Yes.
which you see, you've seen Do the Right Thing.
No.
She's Gotta Have It.
Yes.
Inside Man.
Maybe.
School Days.
No.
Jungle Fever.
No.
Old Boy. 25th Hour. Bamboozled. He Got
No.
Game.
No.
Clockers. Mo Better Blues. Crooklyn.
No.
Miracle
No.
at St Anna. Sorry. When the Leaves Broke.
No.
Summer of Sam.
No.
Yeah, we have not.
No. I've seen a few.
I've seen none because I'm a terrible person. God, these aren't a lot. Anyway, it looks good. It looks interesting.
We can watch the Old Boy remake.
We can. We can
Our
also watch
buddy
the original
Josh.
Old Boy first,
Josh.
which we still need to watch.
Rowan. And Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
Both very good.
Um,
It's dark, man.
next trailer.
Yep.
We had a big one as well at the start of this week. Predator, which, if I'm honest, wasn't very exciting for a trailer.
Looks poop.
But it's by Shane Black, and we like a good old shit. We like Iron Man 3, and we like Nice Guys. We like a good old,
That's true.
more
That's true,
recent
yeah.
Shane Black films.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I'll
hold
give
out
it
for
a go
this.
based on those two things.
And a really weird mixed cast.
Really weird, and it also felt like, I don't know, it felt really new and really dated all at the same time. It looks new, but
it
feels
looks like
dated.
Predator.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't like it, and I think the problem for me is just I'm not a fan of Predator. I just have never cared about
Have
it.
you only watched the first one?
I don't know. I honestly
You need to
don't
watch
know.
them again.
I think maybe if I sat down and watched them, because I know that when I have watched them, it's always been because it's just been on TV.
It would seem
It's
pretty
never-
nothing unless you're watching it properly.
Yeah.
Properly.
I think as well because it's. Oh, I don't know.
Have you watched the second one?
I don't know how I can say this when I love like Marvel and stuff, but it just feels so unbelievable.
Why?
I don't know.
It's just one alien. In a
I
jungle.
know, but he doesn't feel like an alien.
Wait,
he feels
it's one.
like.
There's more than one, obviously. But
I know, but he doesn't feel like an alien that actually would exist.
I think they're really
don't
cool.
know.
I think you'd like them. I think knowing
maybe,
what you like,
yeah.
Christian, I think you'd like them because the Predator. I used to prefer Predators to
My
Xenomorphs.
taste has really changed quite a lot. I don't think it's changed actually. I think it's just broadened. I don't think the stuff that I used to like I don't like anymore. But I think I like more stuff than I used to. Yeah.
You've definitely rewatched them and gone, okay, I actually really like that.
Yeah.
But I've done that as well because obviously I used to watch. When I used to watch films when I was younger, I used to sort of pay half attention to this film on my laptop while I'm watching them.
We do that now sometimes.
You should watch. You should watch both Predator and Predator 2.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'll kill you. They're decent.
I will. We will.
Who did was it Robert Rodriguez? I think Robert Rodriguez, the guy that did Machete and Spike, did a Predator film as well in the last.
Right.
Like he did one as well, which was
fair enough.
interesting. They just can't stop rebooting it.
No.
And the final trailer, the biggest. Well, we had Mission Impossible Fallout had a new trailer.
Yeah.
Didn't really need another one, and it didn't really show me more
No,
than I
I was
wanted
going
to
to say, it didn't show anything new, it just showed it from a different angle.
Yeah. The villain, he was in one of the others, wasn't he? What one was he from? The guy who's now has a beard and he looked like he was in a straitjacket.
Sure.
He's from one of the past ones, isn't he?
I think so.
When it talks like this.
He is so amazing, that guy.
Yeah, he is good.
He's so
I'm surprised
good.
you weren't more surprised the dude that was in Deadpool as the villain. The dude that's from The World's End and... Was he in Ghost Stories? Weird looking one.
Yeah.
The guy that survived to the end of Deadpool.
Was he in Ghost Stories?
It felt like he
I feel
was.
like he was, but
but
I
can't
don't think
remember.
he was.
It feels like he should be in there, shouldn't it? I'll look it up.
No, he's not. He's not in it. Who would he be?
I don't know, but it feels like he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. He's in everything, that guy. Oh, his accent was dodgy as hell. It was really annoying me.
He looked very different in this.
It's because he had a bald head.
Because he had a bald head.
I'll tell you what
Eddie
he is in.
Marsan.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry, I could have told you his name.
And Atomic Blonde he was in.
Yeah.
He was in Atomic Blonde.
He's in Tyrannosaur. Can you see what year that came out, seeing as you're on his IMDb?
I can indeed. You want to talk about the
We
Fallout
have
trailer?
to
What
watch
you think
that.
of it
It's
when I'm...
horrible, but it's really
What film,
good.
sorry?
Tyrannosaur.
Does he walk around like a dinosaur?
Yeah.
That is something else. Do you know around about what time it came out? Because he's going to be in a lot here, isn't he? My God, he's got 4 other films listed here after.
I would say
Deadpool
like
2.
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Ish. It's him, isn't it? I'm sure it's him. Yeah, no, it's him.
just, oh, he is, yeah.
Yeah.
James Tyrannosaur.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah.
Yeah.
What year?
We did 7 days in
What year was
as
it?
well. Oh, fucking hell, I just wanted I completely forgot to check that. So I was just checking if he was in it, and then...
No, I think it was there.
Shit, where's it gone?
Oh my god.
2011.
Nailed it! I said
Nice.
7 years! God,
Well,
I'm
it's
so
actually
good.
2029, so you
I'll
were
see
wrong.
you later. I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, Fallout trailer
Yeah.
showed a lot more of the action with the helicopters and stuff.
Which
I
is a
could
shame.
have done
I
without
don't
the trailer.
want to see anymore.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I'm super excited for it though. I really like
Yeah,
Mission
they're
Impossible.
entertaining films.
They are.
They're like they're like John Wick. They're good action films
Yeah.
that are smart enough that they're not like for fuck's sake.
I say it
and
every
the action
time.
looks real.
I get really bored of hearing myself say it, and I'm sure everyone else gets
Oh, shit,
even more
sorry.
bored of me saying it. But it's more exciting because you know you're just doing the stunts.
Yeah.
Always.
Why is that more exciting? Don't you find that weird? Because the stuntmen still have to do the stunts.
I know. I think it's because you don't feel deceived at all.
Deceived?
Deceived?
I'm sure he just do every bit.
Not deceived, but I mean, he does. He literally does everything.
I'm gonna look
Anything
this up.
that you see is him is him.
That'd be really fun if you say that now and there's a bit where he has a nude scene that shows his butt and it's someone else's butt. You didn't want to do that bit.
It's like
I'll break my ankle, but I won't show my
definitely a
arse on
woman's
screen.
butt.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he showed his butt and eyes wide shut quite a lot.
It's butt. You said that so quick.
Butt and eyes wide shut.
Butt wide shut. That's what I
I
heard.
don't think I've actually seen eyes wide shut, but I know it's wrong. true.
I think like Henry Cavill. I think that Henry Cavill's character looks like he could be quite cool in this.
Yeah,
if he
me
actually
too.
is. He does the way his lines doesn't seem like he's got a personality, but the fighting when he's got a shirt on, I think it looks like he's in the toilets. He's like.
Yeah.
He looks like a tank in this, which
he
is cool.
also looks like he will have put in a lot. I feel. This is going so well.
He's put a lot of time
today.
into his mustache.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
That's where the strength lies.
I feel like he is the sort of actor that would have put a lot of time into making sure he looks right and can fight right for it. So I feel like his fighting scenes will be really, really good.
So they were saying about him, he's an assassin, weren't they? And so that he's there essentially to stop.
Well, yeah, if he goes...
Tom Cruise
goes, yeah.
I reckon they're going to let slip in this
rogue.
one, start calling him Tom Cruise in the film.
Yeah.
They released the final poster the other day, so that made us laugh, because it's just Tom Cruise
again
walking on the poster like with everything else, but mainly him. It's like every film he's in, he is the poster. American Made, which wasn't even a film about Tom Cruise, or like an action film, was Tom Cruise walking. The Mummy was Tom Cruise.
He hasn't aged that much in about 10 years, so I think they just said, look, we're going to do one shot. Yeah, he's a lizard now. Isn't their god a lizard man or something?
I don't know.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Do they have a god?
But I feel like they probably are going to hear that and they're going to come and hunt me down now. So.
What are the chances that one of two of our viewers is a lizard?
Well, it's the lizard.
It's the lizard, sorry. What are the chances? Very high.
Like
just one boy with his young lizard listening in a room to us.
I can just imagine him now. See, Henry, I knew they were listening to us.
They made a call out to us.
They knew. I told you, didn't I? Anyway, I feel like they did one photo shoot about 10 years ago and they were like, look, Tom, we'll whack out 100 photos, just stand there
look in different directions.
We'll just give them out.
And they can
slightly change the colour and then they'll just put whatever title they want.
Yeah. Whatever title.
Yeah.
Mummy, American Made. Anything they want.
Doesn't matter.
You're not even in Stars, but you're the poster.
But you are, yeah.
That's all the trailers. Next bit of news.
Mm-hmm.
We'll move on to TV series news. Or I said actually, no, let's not, because we have one bit more of film. We have a few more bits of film news.
I'm excited for the TV news.
They're planning for a Zombieland sequel in 2019.
That's interesting. I wonder
they
if
did a TV series. Did you know that? I think it got cancelled after one series, and it was a different cast but same characters, and it was meant to be absolute shite.
Terrible. Yeah, I wonder if the cast will be completely different. Or
use the same cast, or don't do it, or just don't do it, because you don't need a sequel to it.
No.
Because it's just a zombie film. There's not anything in particular. The style, it's like Deadpool, it's like Guardians, where like it's the style that made it really good.
That has the potential to be amazing. The sequel.
Well, I feel like. Be about.
Huh?
Why? What do you reckon?
Because I feel like that they would be clever with it. I don't know how. I just feel like
Edgar Wright did it. That would be interesting. I know. If Edgar Wright could do that.
Well, yeah, I'm saying I think it has the potential. If they could use that cast again to be amazing, but it won't be. It won't.
Sadly not. The other bit of film news.
What I mean is, it's a sort of film that was big, but not so big that they would feel the need to like make it too sort of shiny and thingy. But it's good enough, like writing and acting, that it could.
Yeah, I know. Add more rules.
Yeah.
With rule book.
Yeah.
Have a bit of film news.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me. Neil Blomkamp.
Neil Blomkamp.
Shut, Axel was yawning. Neil Blomkamp is back to film after he's been doing shorts recently.
Mm-hmm.
He worked on Cargo Pants for a while. He was doing some short films, but now he is back on to films, and he's doing a film called Greenland, which is a disaster film.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
And Chris Evans is in it.
Even more.
Good team up, because I like Blomkamp. I know people have criticised him because they said his films got worse as they went along, but I've enjoyed them all. Yeah. I don't necessarily think he's got worse. I just think that he had a very good hit with his first film. Mm-hmm. It just so happens there's always one with the same level, but it's just because the first idea worked better than the second too. And Chris Evans, who was very good as an actor outside of Captain America as well.
It's really loud on the mic, and now everyone's really
well, they've probably left by this point, haven't they? After the whole debate about black and white costumes.
Yeah, probably.
And the other bit, now that's all the film news, let's move on to a bit of TV news. Del Toro is doing a series for Netflix, isn't he?
Say it.
Ignore what I just said. What's happening, Sophie?
I forget it.
No, what's happening, Sophie? I've forgotten what I said. Says everyone else. Come on, everyone, shut up.
No, Del Toro is doing a horror series for Netflix.
Say it louder.
I don't want to. You've taken away my joy. I waited a whole hour.
You didn't tell me you wanted to say it.
Yeah, anyway, that's happening, and I'm excited because it's horror and... Yeah.
you reckon it's an anthology series? I imagine it would be.
Probably.
I think they said it was actually. Yeah. He signed up with I wonder if he's taking a break from film or if he's doing it and like beside another film. Shape of Water 2. Deep Water Love. There you go. You're welcome.
Deep Water, No Horizon.
It'd be very funny if the Meg, as in the new Jason Statham film, was, you know how films always copy little bits off of each other. If it thought, let's take something else to do with water, and they took the whole love idea from Shape of Water and used it in the Meg, and Jason Statham actually fell in love with the Meg, and they ran away together at the end. Yeah, I could buy that.
I want to go and watch that film.
We'll go watch it.
Because I feel like
in the IMAX.
I feel like if it's in the IMAX, I really want to watch it in the IMAX because sharks are scary.
That's why I want to watch it, because sharks are scary.
Yeah.
But
giant sharks are scary.
That was a good way to cover my yawn, so it wasn't silent.
That's exactly why I did it.
And then the last bit of news, Robert Downey Jr. is doing a new series, an AI docu-series. So it's obviously about artificial intelligence, and it's a document.
That's really cool, but it's very weird thing for him to do. Yeah.
Just interesting.
God, they must be paying him an absolute ton to do that.
You should be paying them.
Yeah.
That is all the news.
Yeah.
Don't know what that's going to be. There's not been much news about that yet, other than there's already been episode ideas, or they've already done episodes. I don't know. There's no trailer or anything. But don't worry about that, guys, because in 2 days you get 13 Reasons Why back.
Oh, yeah.
And even though we fucking hate the first series, I mean, we're very much finding the series very against the point it's trying to make. Just quite the opposite. It has quite the opposite effect.
Yeah, it's making it really glamorous. Yeah.
Cassette tapes, the first series, and this series, Polaroid pictures. Yeah. Because it's hip to like things that are out of date.
And they're going further and further back. Next is going to be like
Clay has got
film
a gun.
Reel. Clay's got a gun. I think. Do we know that this one's about a school shooting?
I'm pretty sure it's about the other. Well, the other first series ended with the other kid, one of the kids from the first series, looking at guns under his bed, and I'm pretty sure they said this one's about a school shooting. But they've kept
Clay
Hannah involved, and I feel like
it's
because they just want her back because they think because they like her as an actor. So I don't know. We're gonna go watch it anyway, even though we would discuss with the first one because it's entertaining to watch, and it's actually quite funny in the first series, just watching people come out of the hallway. Hello, Clay.
Surprise.
I was hiding behind this kitchen curtain.
Where the hell were you? It's one hallway.
It's like a play. Hello, Clay. This is a play.
Yeah.
Enjoy Deadpool?
Yeah.
Or you've already watched it, so no one's, I'm hoping. You either did or you didn't.
Yeah.
Get over it now. So next week we'll be talking about that. I think that lines up.
Start of next week, we're going to spend about half an hour at the start just discussing whether the costume was black and white,
if Han's hair was white or not.
And red, or black and red and grey and white.
Very much.
Look forward to that.
Very much.
Yeah, Solo next week. So.
What the...
What?
I don't know if it will be next...
He's powering down, we have to go.
It might be our last podcast, because we have 2 more to go after this one. And we have one... The one next week actually comes out the day before Solo. And we might be not watching Solo till the Monday, so it would be way too late to do it next week. So we'll probably have to do something else next week. Don't know what. We'll figure something out. Something might be out this Friday. We'll work it out. We'll see you next week.
We'll work it out not on the podcast.
Yeah. Or we could just sit here and work out here. Yeah. Do you know what? Let's do it on the podcast.
Okay, here we go.
Alright. My fucking clicker on the laptop's working. That's going to be a funny ending to end it there. But it's not fucking working. Yeah! No, still not finished. Yeah! Come on.
Is it actually not stopping? Yeah.